the Poorfolk podcast with your boy Wesley and your boy Handy. Sorry, we just got done ripping the goddamn G-bong. So if anything goes and we are coughing or anything like that,
he can't make it.
Yeah, I may not make it. I may die, guys. But tonight we're going to talk about some serious issues. Clayton, tell us about what serious shit's been going on in the world.
Not too serious things because it's not affecting us here at home. But
everything affects us here at home.
How is it affecting us here at home?
What is it?
I mean, well, Mexico.
Explain what it is.
Let's start with Mexico. How is that affecting us at home?
Well, it ain't affecting me at home, other than the fact my dad does make some really great Mexican food. I will say that. But
I will say he does make some very good Mexican food.
Yeah, whenever I go visit him, for sure, he definitely is.
Well, what do you think about what's going on down in Mexico right now?
Well, down in Mexico, though, there's some tough shit going on down in Mexico. I heard that they killed the cartel leader, on some gang shit.
Well, do you think America killed him, or do you think it was other Mexicans that killed him?
So do I think America or other Mexicans killed him? That's kind of tough to say, right?
Why?
I don't know.
Throw an opinion out there. Make a guess. Do you think America would go as far as killing a gang leader, cartel leader?
Would America kill someone over drugs? Would America kill someone over drugs?
I mean,
do you think America would do something like that?
It's kind of funny. Trump was just on television today, on live television, talking about the end of drugs. You know, we gotta stop the inflow of drugs coming into from Mexico and Canada.
I mean,
I didn't even know Canada was a problem. I thought Mexico was Canada was a good place.
Mm-hmm. We have seen him blow up a fucking boat over just the fact that,
many boats. Many, not just one.
Not him, technically, but...
I mean, he makes the calls.
He is, the guy, the man, the myth, the legend, the general in charge.
We gave him way too much power.
I mean, that's on
you
guys.
He honestly doesn't really have any power.
Well, I told you...
He's a puppet.
Well, I told America at the beginning. I told America, as I told my buddies.
I mean, America, as I told my buddies. And my friends at work.
Right, yeah. I told everybody, I was like, both sides are not in your interest. Neither one of these candidates are really great people.
Well,
if you can see that
for years,
then maybe you probably should try to vote for someone who could possibly be at least a decent person, even if you don't agree with their policies.
Well, I mean, that's been there for years.
And, yeah, no doubt, exactly. That's the problem. I mean, we have had, within the past 20 years, in my lifetime, we have had the first president with cocaine in the White House. We've had the first president with,
I mean, the health guy
getting head in the White House.
What did the health guy do right now? What did Robert Kennedy do? He's a big drug head.
Yeah, he was talking all sorts of shit. I remember seeing a clip of him saying something like along the lines of he would snort coke off he snorted coke off a toilet seat before, and he said something like along the lines of heroin fucking made him focus more, and like, don't get me wrong, this dude looks jacked at his age, but I'm like, mental health and physical health are two different things,
Well, and here's another thing, is you already know that some drugs cause damage. Yeah. Unreversible damage, irreversible.
And heroin did not make you focus more. I don't care who you are. I said, you think that it makes you focus more. To us, you're just zoned the fuck out. Yeah. To the rest of the world, you're not focused more,
I do agree. So it's like, why are all these people like this in power, have so much power?
Right, no doubt. And like, sadly, Robert Kennedy could be even worse. They said he could be one of the pedos on the island and shit like that. Robert Kennedy could be on the list and shit like that. He isn't. He isn't, right? But like, he's not even touched the surface of bad. It's just like, I know so many more morally great people in America. America in itself is a mixing pot of such great people and, open-mindedness and open culture. But we don't get that as our politicians. What we get instead of the open-minded people is we get the people who are almost cultish-like in a belief, either far left or far right. And they don't have...
They want you to believe in the far left or the far right. The people are brainwashed enough to believe that it's like this. And it's like, once people realize it's like these Democrats and Republicans are just kind of in a pissing match with each other. It's like once you have a Democrat in here, he comes in here and he does a bunch of things. He'll change a couple laws, and then the Republican will come in there the next term and you're like reverse everything that the Democrat just did.
And every law they give you is just a right that you already had back. And every law that they make is usually like they make 5 or 6 ones that are bad for you.
Yeah.
Right? They're more control.
They make one.
They're all for one thing, your safety. They're all for one thing, your safety. Like gun laws, your safety. Right? But how many homicides do we have in the United States? You know what I mean?
No, we have
We're second. We're the third biggest population.
Well,
we're second on gun homicides, but we also have the most guns out of any population, right? And if you go look at our homicide rates on the actual per capita compared to the whole United States, we have 300 million people.
Yes, but we do have the most armed civilians.
We need to tone it down on the homicides, right? But it is still one of those things like.
Well, instead of killing each other, we need to kill the right people. You know, it's like these people that are committing these crimes of, treason or
people with anger the aggression towards the right thing. If we get more done, no doubt.
Exactly. It's like they have
stop blaming each other.
They have us so divided and thinking that each and every one of us wants something so different. Whenever it's their agenda to keep us apart so that they profit for more and that they get what they want. And people just don't understand this.
Yeah, no doubt. It's just something that people won't get is, to understand, like, the government's agenda is completely different from all this. Like, it is, they don't have our interests at heart at all on some of this stuff,
No.
And how long has it been going on? Like, how long has America been great for?
Has America ever been great?
That's the real question. Make America great again.
We've been bullies for a long time.
Unless you're a white male, America has been a very rough spot for a lot of people.
Well, if you haven't been a wealthy white male.
Yeah, wealthy white male for sure. But even as a white male, you still had, like I said,
you had a chance.
But as a female, you had no chance. As a black girl or a black guy,
you had no chance really either.
I mean, unless they said the wealthy part, there were black slave owners,
There was wealthy, but
they're far and few. Far and few black men were able to be wealthy throughout the beginning of America. So for the most part, throughout America's history, slave, everybody that was wealthy, who owned land, who owned the things that we now,
Well, they sit here with the 14th Amendment and sit here and they're like, we gave everybody their freedom and everything like that. They just took our freedom away.
Well, we ended up having enough people to where we can, instead of making it a race thing, we can make it more about just making everybody a slave, which I think is more fair in a way. But I'm also like, the fact that we're worried.
We're all slave to a system that is failing. If we lived in...
No government has our best interest for us. Is that a fact? For the most part, that's a fact. I mean, I couldn't imagine one having your best interest in your, the control. Yes, there's some places to live that are safer because there's really controlled. That's true. Dubai, they talk about the fact that you can walk through the streets and not, have to worry about someone robbing you or anything.
Well, isn't it like Sweden or something where... every citizen there is given a gun at 18.
I think it's Sweden or Switzerland, but yeah.
Something like that, where, they're safe. They ain't got, their violent crimes, it's like unheard of type. So it's like, it goes to both ends of the spectrum. It's like you can take all the guns away, and you might still have some crimes here and there. But not very many.
But what I think people do, like
give all of the guns.
Like the Tate guys, for example, they confuse safety with freedom when they talk about Dubai.
Yeah.
Right? Because they get into the concept of like, oh, well, I can walk down the street and I can wear whatever watch I want to. But yeah, if the government is telling me, you can wear whatever you want to, and they sell me this watch and they sell me this clothes, right? But they're watching me the whole time. And I'm a guard. Is that really freedom?
It's not
freedom. Freedom is the ability to do what you want to and choosing to do the right thing.
It's not
having a society of accountable people.
In Dubai, if you say cuss words, they can arrest you. Mm-hmm. So it's like,
is it really freedom or is it safety?
Yeah, exactly.
I can enjoy life if I'm really nice and polite to people, and I say the right things, and I just play along with what everyone's game is, yeah, you can have a good time in Dubai.
Yeah.
But if you're someone who wants to live freely and you don't want to express your opinions, right? Dubai is really a spot that could possibly be hard.
Yeah.
Is it free? It's not free. It's safe, right? There's a difference between safety and freedom. I think a lot of people get confused on that whenever they talk about things like that. Like Switzerland, for example, has more freedoms, or like Sweden, one of the two.
One of the two.
Has more freedoms because they have the the well-regulated militia at a young age. They teach their kids how to use the AR. They teach their kids the accountability, and they're pretty solid. I think it's Switzerland. I believe it's the democracy.
I also feel like that's part wrong with America is we don't teach young children and young adults the reality of guns, like what they actually do. All these young Americans and young adults nowadays are growing up playing video games of Call of Duty and Fortnite, to where every 15 to 30 seconds I'm loaded right back into as a new character.
Talking about gun control laws, why don't we have gun laws where we teach our young how to use the gun? Like in school, make it a class or something.
Well, it's like whenever we went to school, it's like you had the option to take the Missouri hunter safety course, and they taught you gun safety.
And whenever I was in school, there was a time where you could go to school with a gun in the back of your truck and there not be a problem.
Yep.
You know what I mean? No one went to school think about shooting up a school when they had their hunting rifle or shotgun in the back of the truck.
Exactly.
The resource officer or whoever didn't give a fuck about someone's rifle or something being in the truck. The older you get, the more people get worried about that. That's something that is more of a new age problem, is the school shootings. It's more of an attention cry for help. But
it's an attention cry for help. It's a misunderstanding of what they're doing. It's and some of them I just feel like it's an agenda.
Yeah, no
it's
doubt.
Like you gotta have so much crisis in the place to have somewhat of a decent place.
So how do you think you would fix the mass shooting situation if you could? Like if you could make policies where you could do something right now, what would you do to fix the mass shooting situation?
I feel like we can't fix the mass shooting situation until we fix our corruption problem. There's too much going on with America to go into something like that and just try to fix it. We need to fix a full system before we can fix something so small like that.
Right.
Like, we're growing with more and more mass shootings every year, and school or not being in school. So, who knows if it's more or less like a cry for help, or somebody telling them to do it, or a religious thing, or whatever it is, or mental health. But a lot of people sit here and blame mental health, but I feel like it's becoming a catch-all for a lot of things. It's like, oh, I was depressed. Oh.
Right, it's an excuse almost, after cop out away after a certain point.
Exactly. And it's like, at a certain point, we got to sit here and actually look at it, and somebody's going to have to take accountability.
At the home,
Yeah, and it's like, if a child of the age of 13 goes to school, yes, they should understand that shooting somebody is not okay, and that it's not going to bring somebody back, and that it's a very tragic event. Not only should that child be charged,
the parents should be charged also.
The parents should also be charged. Not just one, but both. Or whoever is the parents and guardian.
Right.
Because it's like,
the kid got access to the gun. Not only did they got access to the gun, not only did they get access to the gun, but they failed somewhere down the line for the kid to want to shoot up a whole school of people.
Exactly.
Right. The parents should 100% get charged. I believe, like, for example, more gun laws, I don't think help with stopping school shootings.
More gun laws isn't going to help anything, because just because the good guys don't have guns,
in some areas I do believe
the bad guys.
And in some areas I do believe, like islands, for example.